heads up for cruisers tonight. A new port may be coming to the Bay Area. 10 Tampa Bay News anchor Miranda Parnell joins us from Port Tampa Bay tonight, where the cruise industry has been booming. Miranda, this idea for a port, though, is still in the early stages.
Very early, Dave. Now, this port would be in Manatee County, and even though a website detailing what the port could offer to the community has launched, Manatee County officials tell us they have not received any official proposals yet. Still, environmentalists in our area say that even if this development comes to be sometime later on, we need to make sure that we are keeping vulnerable plant and animal populations in mind. Sunscreen cruisers may soon be popping up near the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, with the possibility of a new port being floated around. A website highlighting the idea suggested the port would be financed by a group called SSA Marine and located next to the Skyway, putting it near Rattlesnake Key, where the company is said to have acquired more than 700 acres of land.
In this case, this isn't really a proposal even, so there's not a whole lot of concrete details that we can react to.
Maya Burke with the Tampa Bay Estuary Program says, although formal paperwork with the county hasn't been filed for a proposal, this idea is getting some attention, which is something she says we need to give to the environment that could be impacted if this port actually comes to be.
Mangroves and seagrass meadows and marshes all do things to help protect us from like flood damage and storm surge. So if we take those things away, we're really just hurting ourselves in the long run.
A port in this area would save about 2.5 hours travel time for ships that would normally cruise out of Port Tampa Bay. And the website supporting the port says it would allow for larger vessels that typically wouldn't be able to visit the area because of height restrictions for the Skyway.
Both the width and the length of the ships make it hard. You can't actually pass because the channel's too narrow, and the turning basins in some instances aren't able to take on the long beam of these mega ships. But we're really well suited to these kind of boutique, smaller sized cruise ships. I'm not sure a new facility west of the Skyway is even needed.
Now, again, this is all still in the very early stages. And again, we reached out to Manatee County officials. They said they had not received a proposal. They also sent us a statement saying that they have not considered this item on an agenda. So an official comment from the board is forthcoming. In Tampa, Miranda Parnell, 10 Tampa Bay News.
All right, Miranda, I did hop on board with the Tampa Bay Harbor pilots in late 2024. They are the people who bringing those cruise ships to Port Tampa Bay. The Skyway Bridge only has a clearance of about 180 feet, depending on the tides, and sometimes the clearance is only 2 feet. Now, that limits the size of cruise ships. There are mega ships right now, like the Icon of the Seas, that are 238 feet tall, so very large. Without having to go under the Skyway Bridge, Tampa Bay could attract those massive cruise ships.